Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Taking a quick look here at Matic, seeing what's going on. This coin is doing pretty well, recovering nicely from that little dip there. As previously discussed, it's a potential to bounce off 101. I don't even think we've come close to that level yet. We have pulled back to that 103 range, but we're going to talk about why this coin could continue higher. Keep in mind, Bitcoin is ramping up to 43,700. It's in a situation right now where it's doing very well. ETH, a lot of other coins are just kind of taking off right now. You got to recognize the market literally just turned on. Okay, so please recognize that this little pump here. Not saying it's fake at all, but it's one of those situations where you got to recognize the market's moving, and as soon as it stops moving, some coins could pull back. This coin could be one of them. We're going to identify that. If that is the case, we'll see what's going on. So if you're new to the channel, just know I'm not a financial advisor. I love teaching people to trade. I hope you can learn something today. And if you want to become a better trader, again, jump on over to our website, cryptocash.tech, or just jump on over to our Discord and become part of better community. We got some awesome groups of folks here. Everyone's just chatting and having a good time. We got some premium signals here as well. Link, we just took a nice little profit there, 23% in 4 hours. That was a trade I took 4 hours ago. SKL, 153% in 4 trading days. That's one of the better ones here recently. ARB 125% in 1 month. OP half a month, 145. So again, the swing trades kind of come and go. Sometimes you hit them right away, sometimes it takes a few days, but the TA is solid, and that's exactly what we do. All these analysis that I do in these videos, it leads to me taking trades there. So when we're looking at here at Matic, for example, we took some healthy Matic trades a month ago, 83%. What is it recently to SKL? Yeah, anyways, it's kind of get lost. There's a few Matic trades in there. Anyways, we took some healthy profits from Matic on both my trading bot and my premium group there. So what we want to talk about here is liquidation. This is starting to get kind of heavy. Look at this. This has actually changed a lot since we last looked at it. $1.10, a lot of shorts at that level. So again, I'm not saying that shorting is a bad thing, but when you got these highs like this that are breaking out, kind of discovering its price action for the recent period here, there's a strong chance that that level will get retested. Okay, so if you're just shorting the top to short the top because it's overextended, that's not how you trade. Okay, we looked at this earlier, and everything's fairly bullish in this coin. While we see some small pullbacks, you should have taken profit by now if you're in a short position. That's what it boils down to. Try not to get super greedy. Unfortunately, you see in the market right now, everyone's talking about how amazing they are with these 1,000, 2,000% returns because they have a 50x leverage trade at the exact perfect place. You got to recognize they tried multiple times to get to that level, and they probably got liquidated a handful of times, and they're not sharing that with you. So again, we don't get liquidated because these are 5 to 10x leverage trades tops. This is what, a 7x leverage trade for our link trade that we just took here? Yeah, I mean, we keep it safe, we keep it simple. I use higher, 7 or 8x leverage for coins that I feel are going to really take off. 5x if I'm not 100% confident, okay? Again, you should imply something like that yourself because it really helps. All right, so let's take a quick look here. At least, again, keep in mind, I'm talking more so to the novice traders or beginner traders. Intermediate, advanced traders, honestly, you can use higher leverage and be okay because you know what you're looking for. You got good risk tolerance. That's really what it boils down to. I just have a tremendous amount of newer players in my my group here, or newer traders, if you will. And with hundreds of people trading or following my trades, I'm not going to take super risky trades. I'm going to take really safe, conservative trades, and I'm sure they appreciate that. Okay, I appreciate it too. I like making profit. This is my day job. This is not a fly-by-night, get-rich-quick scheme. All right, so daily time frame, enough ranting and raving, apologize. We're looking at the stochastic RSI starting to swing or plateau at 100. Can't really swing down if it can't go up any further, right? But the truth is we're up over 70 on the RSI still. That's fantastic. Money flow index is higher than the RSI, even better. MACD converging, still looking super strong. So these are all extremely positive contributing factors. We highlighted that earlier today, but we got the candlestick closure now officially on the daily. So we know that. We got a nice little doji candle there. Take a look at moving averages, all great things here. So once more, as I mentioned before, Matic is super strong. You're better off not shorting against it. Okay, please do not do that. Again, the price could drop as soon as I upload this video and you can get your ha-has in. That's perfectly fine. I don't care. But as of the recording of this video, right now there's no reason to consider a short position. At least there wasn't 6 to 7 hours ago when I recorded this last. And even now, at this point, we're not seeing much of a shift in that dynamic, okay? If anything, it's gotten stronger because we're still seeing a lot of volume here. Money flow index is still remaining quite high. Stochastic is swinging down. You got to keep in mind this little shift in momentum is occurring. It happens a lot on the 4-hour time frame. I refer to it as a false positive. So I'm not going to read into that because everything else is still looking very good. However, MACD is losing momentum, so there could be a shift in momentum in the next few days. But right now, we have no reason to consider this coin's going to pull back. Came up to a 7, got a nice little reset here. We could hypothetically see another, 8 more 4-hour candles. We could see 32 hours of continuation of the upside from here. Granted, that's not really 100% likely. It is a possibility. Is it a probability? No, but still something we need to be mindful of. There is a fair value gap also to be mindful of between 96 and 98. As I mentioned previously too, the likelihood of holding this 102 level is pretty high. If we do lose that though, we have potential to pull back to these 3 levels. Again, 95 cents would be a phenomenal entry if the price pulls back there. In fact, I kind of welcome that. I hope it does happen because that's a previous resistance level, turn support. This is a strong Fibonacci retracement level that they're at 0.618. There's a lot of reasons why that entry would be money. It may not even come back to that level though, okay, keep in mind. So when I try to take positions, I'll take an entry right now, for example, if I were to, right? And then I would have a second entry closer to 95 cents. And you're like, how do you do that with leverage? What do you mean? Well, you just add to your margin at a certain level and you essentially take profit. Sorry, you average your position down, and taking profit is easier because your position becomes averaged at a lower price point, okay? So just say you got in 105 and 95, you'd have an average of $1 if that is the case. Again, different strategies for everyone, but that's usually how I like to trade personally. That keeps me safe in a market like this that is kind of unsure, okay? However, look at the hourly. Is there any uncertainty here? Can we see that? I don't see any uncertainty. I see mostly confirmation that we are in good shape here still. You got to keep in mind though, the window of opportunity is closing a little bit. So if we take a look at this guy here, for example, we can see the lagging span is not free and clear. Well, it's kind of sort of free and clear, kind of not. It's too close for comfort, in my opinion. What that does, that tells us that if you have a long position open, you should consider taking profit. Conversion lines above the baseline, that's fantastic. And of course, we got the cloud kind of averaging itself out in that 101 to 105 range. Okay, so those are all positive contributing factors. So just because this window of opportunity is closing here does not mean you open a short position. Okay, let me rephrase that here. Do not open a short position with this trade, because if you were to consider trading in the downward direction right now and the price goes up, you'll get wicked out. Again, there's a lot of liquidity at this upper range here, which we've already addressed here as well. So this $110 mark, I'm confident will get swept here in the relative near future. Is it going to happen today? Perhaps not, right? The price may actually do one of these here, right? But there's an inevitability here where the price action is more likely to revisit this level in the relative near future. Okay, so again, just keep in mind, retests of liquidity levels happen all the time. There's a stronger probability we'll see that happen than the price pull back at this point. So if you are shorting, consider taking some profit, let the rest ride, and inverse as well. Same thing with the long too, honestly, because we don't know the price is going to continue higher, right? That's a funny thing. So when you're unsure about that, you take the profit you can, and instead you consider other alternatives, and maybe, just maybe, consider a different trade at a lower price point. So to me, I want to get it at 95. I've got an alert set at 96, roughly. Okay. If that doesn't happen, so be it. I don't care. I analyze 40 to 50 coins a day, and I might find 1 or 2 winners. Chainlink was a winner because we waited for confirmation and we found a good entry. Matic can still be a winner, but I don't see that happening right now. Okay. Keep in mind, there's a lot of different possible case scenarios, but it's not 100%. I'm not 100% sold on it right now. Okay. So anyways, I hope that makes sense. Still a lot of positive contributing factors here. There's more reasons to go up than down. And with that liquidity level, personally, I think that's more reason to consider a long than a short. But I'm not going to take a trade just yet. I'm going to wait to see what happens first. That's just how I trade it, and it's okay. It may not work for you. What should work for you, though, is if you are struggling with KYC and VPN requirements, check out Bitunix, a phenomenal exchange. Link down below to register. If you do use my link, you'll get some significant rewards. These are only available until the 31st of December, so please understand that. But I highly recommend checking them out. It's my favorite exchange. My community loves them, and it's just a nice little transition over from VPN and KYC requirements, because unfortunately, it's super common with larger exchanges now. So Bitunix has got you covered. Thank you, Bitunix, for an awesome exchange for my community. Thank you as well for watching. Like, subscribe, and follow if you could, please. Greatly appreciate that. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day.